Some gravestones tell you how someone died. Others tell you how they lived. Their tools, their trade, their craft, all carved into marble like a final resume. Because for some, work didn't just pay the bills, it defined the soul. Even in death, they kept clocking in. Welcome back to Half Haunted Chronicles, where the dead still whisper their stories, sometimes through poetry, sometimes through puns, and sometimes through the tools they left behind. I'm your host, Candi, and tonight we're visiting epitaphs that honor everyday work. Watchmakers, blacksmiths, farmers, innkeepers, those legacies weren't written by fancy titles, but with calloused hands. These are the trades that built whole towns and outlived them one rhyme at a time. In Cambridge, England, there's a gravestone that reads like a love letter to the craft. Quote, integrity was the mainspring, prudence the regulator, patience the balanced wheel of his life. The man was a watchmaker. Every part of that verse borrows from the gears and the clogs he handled every day. It's not just poetry, it's a clock, still ticking beneath the soil. For 200 years, his stone has done what he did best, keep time. In a small churchyard in Yorkshire stands another epitaph. My sledge and hammer lies reclined. My bellows, too, have lost their wind. My fire is extinct, my forge decayed, and in the dust my vice is laid. You can almost hear it, the hiss of coals dying out, the last clang of a hammer fading into the wind. It's more than a gravestone, it's a farewell to the forge. And if you stand close enough, you might swear you still smell iron in the air. The fire is gone, but the craft burned bright enough to be remembered. Even ordinary tradespeople left their mark in verse. The innkeeper's toast reads, stop, traveler, and taste my ale, now silent in his earthly vale. Though I can draw no more for thee, my heaven's cup run full for me. It's equal parts humor and hope. A bar keeps blessing to the living, and beside that a farmer's verse. He plowed with care, he sowed with love, and recaps now richer fields above. Simple words for simple truth. Good work, well done, earns its own harvest. These weren't poets, they were people who turned labor into legacy. In small communities, your trade wasn't just what you did, it was who you were. He was the heart of the village. A farmer wasn't just a laborer, he was the one who kept everyone fed. So when death came, the profession went on the stone, because to forget the work would be to forget the person. Even today, some headstones are carved with their tools, anvils, tankards, looms, each one saying quietly, this is how they lived and how they should be remembered. Occupation epitaphs are like history's fingerprints. They show what people valued and what they feared losing. Every rhyme about a hammer or a plow is really a tiny prayer for permanence. Let this life matter. And in a strange way, it worked. Long after the forges cooled and the fields grew wild, their stories kept working. Still forging? These are my favorite kinds of epitaphs. They're like resumes written by poets. Integrity was my mainspring? Sir, relax. You just invented steampunk philosophy. And the blacksmith verse? Gorgeous. Let's be real. If his ghost still hangs around, he's probably correcting every modern mechanic. No, lad, that's not how you temper steel. And the innkeeper, though? Absolute legend. Can you imagine haunting your old bar? Flicking taps, rattling pint glasses, maybe giving the occasional phantom burp. But honestly, I love these because they're so human. Work was who they were, and so it became how they're remembered. Even quiet jobs deserve an echo. Next time you wander through a graveyard, look close. You'll see chisels, ploughs, anvils, and hourglasses, not decorations, but love letters to a way of life. Each one is proof that even in death, work endures. The forge cools, the plow rests, and the clock stops. But the hands that held them keep moving somewhere beyond our reach. Here are 3 creepy facts to haunt your day. Clockwork poetry. The Cambridge watchmaker's epitaph became one of the most copied in the 1800s. Version appeared from England to New England. Shared templates. Many craft epitaphs came from epitaph handbooks, where families picked verses like we pick fonts today. Ghosts of the trade. Folklore in Yorkshire says blacksmith ghosts bring good luck. People swore they've heard phantom hammers during storms, shaping lightning into steel. Very interesting. So next time you see a gravestone shaped like a hammer, or engraved with a clock face, stop for a moment. That person's work is still doing its job. It's keeping them remembered. Until next time, stay curious and always, always stay haunted.